Amazing, yay. All right, we are live. Nice. All right, let's continue because there's a lot to be done today. Really want to get some progress going. I was trying landscape deforming node called Landscape Patch, which is a built-in plugin. But when you have a landscape this big, it might not be the most optimal thing to do. So landscape tools, that's what we're gonna use. And right now, the whole deal today, the main goal is to really optimize the PCG graphs. Thankfully, I had a friend who told me how to do multiple splines in one a PCG graph. You need to use the union node. So we're gonna get this all of these PCG graphs super nicely optimized. So if I go into the burn forest PCG graph and I just turn it on, it spawns like immediately. Beautiful, super optimized compared to what we had before. And now the idea is just to paint the rest of this. So I'm just gonna make another, I'm gonna make four, I'm gonna make other two splines and test this out. So to do that, I'm just going to go to this blueprint and let's just try it out. What if I just copy this, go inside it in the class defaults, go tag and name this number 3. Might as well just copy the name because we're gonna need it. Okay, now let's drop this into the world right here. And now I'm gonna press G and I should be able to see a little spline right there. This spline, I need to grab it from the last point, alt click, there you go, good spline. And then I need to just like stretch it out and try to like really make it cover this area. Okay, if you want more points, you just go alt click on top of a point and it should just create a new point that you can drag along. Very cool. The idea is just to get this area filled with little trees, and the main goal today is to do the same process with the rest of the other PCG graphs that I have going on. This will allow us to really save on performance, since we are not going to spawn the PCG static meshes all over the place. They're just gonna be spawned exactly where I need them, which is kind of interesting because I'm taking a total different approach to this. Before I was just spawning the static meshes all over and then basically cutting them out with a spline, which is kind of nice for a small environment, no problem. But when you're getting a little bit, when you have a very big environment, it's a little bit difficult to deal with. So right now I'm gonna keep on just building this spline, and I also have some very cool things I want to do. I'm thinking about making this jaguar stone for the jungle, and I want like a waterfall coming from its mouth and a lot of vines and stuff. Also, I'm really excited about trying this plugin called Dash, which will allow us to really do some beautiful vine and cables and stuff like that, which I can use as vines. And it will allow us to do like very intricate kind of mesh placement and scattering around the environment, which is super interesting. I really want to get into the spline tools because I know there are many different solutions, and I'm actually thinking of trying to get a okay. What's happening here? I don't want to sample anything. Just want to move the spline. Cool. So the idea here is to create some very interesting vegetation and very interesting vines that are kind of like falling on top of other objects. That way we can create like something very, very special for the jungle environment, and that will help with many other environments as well, because you can use this to throw fabric, cloth on top of objects, and just simply make the whole thing super nice. Really want those tools. Then there's this ivy generator, and you can use it for like you can like get very creative and just do a lot of things with it. I think that's a very good thing I need to get into. I just need to showcase it, and maybe maybe my client will be very interested in that. So yeah, let's just cut the burnt forest right here. Okay, that's a nice kind of spline going around. Let's try to push it around like that. That's kind of interesting. Cool. Okay, now I'm going to cut out this little area. This is the beautiful thing about this kind of spline. I can just go around this rock. We don't want to spawn anything inside this rock, so let's just save that. Save that those static meshes from good from spawning there. Sometimes these splines go down into the landscape, and it's kind of hard to see or understand what's actually going on. Well, that's okay, no problem. Let's just save, and if everything is correct, I should go to my burn forest, just add a spline sampler, get it here, and change the name for number 3, and it should spawn. Yay, it works. Beautiful. Yes, finally getting the hang of this. Internet is working amazingly today, because we got a new provider and it's raining like crazy today, so it means that the internet actually works. That's the best way to test it. And let's just try to rework this spline so we get a little bit more trees. Another way to do this is just dropping the point with end, and it will touch the floor, which is a great way actually to just place a spline on the floor, especially when you have like a terrain like mine, which is just absolutely has a lot of variation in height. Yep, there you go. And that's what you want to do. Just pick up the point, drop it, and pick up the point and drop it like that. And pick up the point and drop. Okay. So if the things are not really spawning, we can actually change the bound modifier to 100 and 100 on the z-axis. That should be able to give us more a better chance of spawning this spline, because it means that it's gonna go 100 units up and down from the spline. This bound modifier is very important to get the thing to work on this kind of terrain. So here I'm not seeing any trees. Why is that? I'm not seeing any trees around this area. I'm wondering, does it have something to do with the quantity of the points? Let's try it out. Let's go down a little bit. Oh, it has to do with is the volume enclosing this area? I think so. Okay, cool. Yep. So here, let me see what's going on. Is it too low? We can even go crazier with the bounce modifier. Or maybe just push it out. Okay, so my best guess is the bound modifier is not big enough, so let's just go a little bit harder with this 250 and 250. I want to see if I can get some trees spawning there. Okay, alright, it doesn't want to spawn some trees in there. My other guess is the volume. Let's check the volume. Let's see. Okay. This is a PCG volume 2. We don't actually need this volume anymore. We just need the first volume, which is actually not...
I have some good news.
Hey, how are you? Good morning. Tell me.
I'm still getting porn searches from malware. Yippee.
from malware. Yeah, try using Malwarebyte. It's amazing. Like, it really will detect any like weird stuff you got in your computer. Oh yeah, so we actually got this thing. The volume was not actually going farther away. Yep, that's what I expected. Good. So let's just try to change this. Yeah, Malwarebyte, it's amazing. I actually was running Malwarebyte on my other PC where I do gaming, and I found a bunch of pop-ups and a bunch of weird stuff, and I was like, oh, found like 9 malicious files in there, and I was like...
Also, good morning. It's going decent since I was last here.
Nice. I'm very happy. So yeah, I actually got 9 files yesterday cleaned up from my computer. I was like, what? I haven't used that computer for anything but gaming. Like, it's kinda crazy.
I came back from school about 5 hours ago. Drank some coffee. Great hour. Drank some.
That's nice. I'm finishing my cup of coffee.
I messed up, huh?
Don't worry, I understood. Alright, so we got the PCG graph to work super sweet. Thankfully to Ninja, a friend of mine on Discord, that actually it's very very nice guy who is like very in.
That's nice.
He's a very into the technical parts of like blueprints and stuff, and he's getting into PCG as well, and he helped me a lot with this issue I had where I cannot spawn multiple splines from the same PCG node, and he told me that it was I just needed to use a union node, so that's amazing because now I can really do what I wanted. Just have one graph and multiple splines and just really have control over the thing. Okay, so that's cool. Let me show you the graph super quickly. Basically, this is the union node. So you get your spline sampler and select multiple. It needs to be activated also, I guess. And
Have you ever heard of Jeff Wayne's musical War of the Worlds adaptation? It's such a classic, and even now I have recently figured out how good of an adaptation it is.
Jeff Wayne's musical War of the World. No, I kind of want to hear it. That's very nice. War of the Worlds, is that like an alien movie where there's like big like tentacle aliens that like kind of like drain, like they capture humans and drain them kind of thing? Because if that's the movie, yeah, that movie freaked me out for a long time as a kid. Okay, this is kind of nice. Let's try actually playing from here to see if it's actually like helping or not. Let's see. It should be more performant than the other thing I was doing.
War of the Worlds takes place in a world. Adaptations range from 1913 to 2023.
Oh, nice. Hey, Head, how are you? Good morning.
Hello.
Yo, yesterday I broke my record on live streaming. We got 8 people and I got 14 hours of watch time. That was crazy. That was crazy yesterday. Very.
H.G. Wells wrote the original War of the Worlds adaptation 1985/1987.
Nice. That's very nice. I need to look that musical for sure. Sounds very nice. Okay, so right now I'm trying to get all my PCG graphs to be a little bit more optimized.
Nice thumbs up.
Yeah, and hopefully today I will be able to change the thumbnail because I've been using the same thumbnail for like a month or something. Like, it's crazy. It's like all my videos look the same. I kind of need to change the thumbnail.
The most famous alien design is a massive fighting machine standing on 3 legs equipped with laser guns exterminating people and colonizing Earth.
Yeah, I can relate to that for sure. It's what you think of when you think about aliens. Very cool movie though. I kind of wanna watch it again. Maybe I can watch some other version. So now I'm able to like really spawn the trees just inside this spline instead of like spawning them all over the place, all over the volume. I can really choose where I want them, and instead of cutting them with a spline, I'm actually telling Unreal just spawn the trees where I need them, so we don't have any extra trees underneath the rock or underneath the river or whatever place I don't need them. I can cut them off. For example, here Don't really need that bunch of trees right there. So it's kind of very, very nice thing to have, since I had a lot of stuff spawning underneath.
Also, forgot to say, hello head plays.
Yeah, and I was researching about this landscape patches plugin, built-in plugin, right? It's just available for everybody under the plugin menu, that allows people to just modify the landscape height with a blueprint. So you can like really draw paths, and like, for example, you can combine that with the river spline, and you can draw a river and it will just cut out the landscape. Unfortunately, my landscape it's just too big, and I tried this out today, and it just, it was not really, my computer was not very happy with it, so I decided just to take it easy. With that. Okay, so we got a bunch of just trees spawning procedurally, which looks absolutely boring, and we need to actually get some interesting things going in here. So the idea is just to get this working for all the other biomes, and then I can actually start with some actual set dressing and stuff. I kind of really want to get back to the details, really want to get back to the artistic side of things. So I'm just really trying to improve on performance.
I am never gonna get over how cool the design of the machines are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those machines are very, very cool. I also like them a lot. Very scary as well, like how they present them. It's like, yeah. Another movie that freaked me out when I was a kid was like these aliens that had like a glass over their heads, like green aliens, and they had like this gun that like disintegrates people. It looks a little bit cartoony. Well, a lot. Like it looks very cartoony nowadays, but when I was a kid, I freaked out big time with that movie. Really like those aliens. Okay, so let's do the same for this one. I'm going to pick up the blueprint spline, copy it, and then just push it there and here. Oh no, I'm getting hungry. Okay,
Jeez.
it's I should probably just have breakfast before starting the stream. I just got very excited today because I had some new information on PCG, and I was really like wanted to try it out. And then I was like, okay, I think I got it, and then I jumped into the stream. Why is this spawning things if it is? I don't even need to create another. No, I don't even need to create another blueprint. It's just referencing the same one, and it will work just like that. Yeah, even easier, even nicer. Like, yep. Meaning that I just need one blueprint, which is called SP Biome Burnt Forest, and I should be able to reference the whole thing with just one thing instead of creating multiple, even more optimized, even easier to work with. Oh my god, okay, I think it will take some time to recreate those blueprints, so I'm just gonna let it be like that. But for the next PCG graph, it's gonna be even easier to deal with. That's great. This is exactly what I wanted. Just being able to create a one PCG graph and just copy the spline and keep on actually spawning the forest. That's it. No need to create new tags for the spline and add new spline samplers. No, just like use the same one and just copy it and paste it, and like it works beautifully. We just needed that little union node. That was the little thing that was not allowing me to reuse the splines. Okay, cool. So now I'm just gonna cover all this area and see how it goes. Also, I kind of want to get rid of the lollipop trees, at least like make them very low on density, so we don't get that many trees, and that will definitely help to keep things a little bit nicer. Okay, come on, Unreal, like let me just duplicate the spline. There you go. There must be a way to make these spline points a little bigger and easier to work with, because I need to see the thing from far away, right? To like actually like be able to draw very big splines, and sometimes it's so hard to draw the spline. Thankfully, I'm getting a little bit more used to it, and I need to just try to get it from the center of right there. It's right on the center of the gizmo, on the where the white sphere is, and you should be able to drag it. But when you get very far away, for example here, it's kind of like difficult. Hey, how are you?
This is an actual problem.
Yeah. Everybody complains about splines because of that. How are you, Yusuf?
Every time I refresh it keeps giving me porn searches.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an issue, dude, because you know, there's sometimes like underage.
Not splines.
There's sometimes underage dudes hanging on the stream, so I will appreciate it to take it easy, cause yeah, I don't really wanna, you know. Do what I do with Lito Productions, which comes on spawn on talks
Yeah, sure.
talks nonsense in the chat. One time it's okay, two times it's enough, and three times it's not
I
allowed.
think I'll be hopping off. Good luck with work.
Thank you. Have a good one. All right. So we got this thing going here, and yeah, it's kind of fun, like this speech to voice, this kind of, how do you call that, text to voice robot. It's gonna get very interesting when, you know, you have like 10 or more people writing in the chat. So now it's kind of nice, but eventually I will need to have moderation, like actual real human moderation in the chat. Which is gonna be interesting. So yeah.
What's up, buddy? What are you doing? I'm still learning English. I can't say that I understand much, but your accent is very good, very understandable.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm doing an RPG environment. This is like an open world. It's like a very big island. And right now I'm trying to populate this area with a forest. So I'm using PCG, which is a procedural content generator. Stands for procedural content generator, and basically it's a new framework that you can use in Unreal Engine to populate trees all over the world, and you can draw splines and it will appear and disappear. Oops. Just like that, appear and disappear. And reload, okay. And I'm trying to really just
By the way, the moment I hopped off I came across the video that reminded me of what you were saying. Those green aliens with lasers that evaporated people. I saw a video with the thumbnail of them.
Nice. Yeah, those are very cool. I kind of want to make some, want to add some of those to the stream. I have some commands that people can write, and it appears, it pops images on stream. I don't know if they're working right now, but if you go like, let's see on this chat, let's see if it works. Crash. I had some stuff. Let's see if it works.
Crash.
I think they're not working now. Huh. Yeah.
Anyways, bye.
Alright, have a good one. Yeah, I had some commands that like people can use. It's super funny. I need to check them out if they're actually working. That was kind of nice. I need to get back to that streaming settings. So yeah, so here I got this forest. Now we got all this spawned right there, which is kind of nice. It's very repeatable, very a little boring, but the idea is just to get this across, and then I can go back here and I want to change the attribute noise of this and make it smaller. So let's go 0.02. Maybe just 2. We will get a little bit less trees right here, and I want to make this 1.5, and I want to make this.
What? That's great. I love the map, but isn't it a bit small for an RPC game? How many players do you plan to get on this map?
I wouldn't say it's small. I think it's kind of big. Let me show you. It looks small from this camera angle, but let me show you the scale of the character. It's I'm not really sure. I'm working with 2 other people. I think it's gonna be like not a massive multiplayer, obviously, but like something that you can play maybe with 5 people. I don't know how big is this actually going to be. When it comes to player counts, I don't believe it's gonna be like super huge, because you know it it becomes like actually very difficult to get something like that working. Okay, nice. Now we have less trees. I like this. Less trees around, a little bit nicer. Let me show you some scale, so you get the idea of the world. So let me just play from here. Let's see how much it takes. Yeah, it takes a little while to play, which I don't really like why it's taking so long. Oh, it's not so long, but you see, like, it's a pretty big world if you think about it. It's gonna be pretty big, because we have a huge island and I want to make other 2 islands for now, but let's show you. You see, like, this is just one little piece, and then we have a bunch of other biomes, and then we have like little caves that you can go into, and inside the mountains. Let me just, oof, why is this camera going crazy? Let's try to work it out. Okay, there you go. So we have caves. Let me show you where is this going. And inside the cave we have dungeons, and inside this we have a big dungeon. I need to work on the lighting. This is just the...
Currently I am doing an interior and exterior work and I am facing frame drops. Any solutions?
It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's causing that. Lighting is probably the first thing you need to check. Lights, the attenuation radius of the lights, they don't like to be intersected, so you need to check the light intersection. That's something that really Unreal Engine doesn't like. And then you need to check material complexity and texture size. Also, there are these modes right here. If you go to lit and you go to optimization view modes, you can see light complexity. So here we have blue, and black and blue is very good, but white, it's very bad. Here we got some orangey, which is kind of not so nice. We want things to be green or yellow. And here we have intersection of lights. You see here the program is telling us that we got some problems there. And you can go check other modes like light density. You see this is red. This red indicates that it's not so nice. And then we have like a bunch of other shader complexity. It says everything's good here. Shaders are kind of very optimized here. That's good. So you can start checking exactly where the problem is and try to figure out. Most of the time it's your lighting, it's your shaders, material complexity, right, and texture size. That's what really drags the whole thing. Yeah, that's what I will say to check first. But optimization is a complex topic. Like, it really depends on your project. It's very project specific. I cannot really tell you what it is exactly. You need to like really try to make a diagnostic of your project. Diagnosis, yeah, of your project, and just try to find out what's going on. But lighting is probably one of the most
Yeah, I think I need to rework the textures.
yeah, you don't need to have them all 8K. There's actually a mode called optimization, virtual texture, where is it? Material texture scales, or required texture resolution. That's the one. So it shows you here what assets are actually using a good texture size and what others are using more texture resolution that you actually need. Then you can make the small assets that are far away from the camera use a 512 texture size and save a lot of performance in that. Actually, like AAA games use a lot of 512, 1024 textures, and they get away with it. It's just because it really depends on where you need those. It really depends on that. Here I have this thing that I still don't know what happened. I have these rocks that are supposed to be gray, but they are a little bit another color. I don't really understand why I changed the material of them, but now...
What game are you working on?
Oh, Gorka Games! We got Gorka Games in the chat. That's crazy. Yo, how are you? Hey, I see your tutorials all the time. That's super awesome. I actually mentioned you a lot of many times on the stream. I got actually these rocks from one of your tutorials. This PCG rock spline. This is an RPG, an open world RPG. I was given the task to create an open world, and I'm trying to optimize the PCG graph. I was spawning it on all over the volume.
Impressive.
And hey,
Go
Adam.
Gorka Games.
Yeah, we got Gorka Games in the chat. Can you believe it? That's crazy. uh, yeah. So I was spawning everything all over the volume, and then I decided to follow your tutorial where you like spawn things inside the spline, and yeah, it's working very nice. It's saving on performance. It looks very procedural and repeated, but I kind of wanna let me try to show you all the other PCG graphs, which are that's what I'm trying to do today, trying to like fix all this PCG.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Love the map looking good.
Thank you so much.
The inside of the volcano is incredibly beautiful, so is the outside.
Thank you
But
so
a
much.
significant part of the map is mountainous. Do you think players can climb it?
We do want to have bridges and stuff like that. Absolutely, we do want to have more playable areas.
Nice progress.
Thank you so much. But yeah, it's now I'm facing serious performance issues. Like my other team members were like, "Dude, I cannot open the project. Like, are you like I don't know what PC do you have or what, but like I cannot really play this thing on my computer." And I'm like, "Oh my god." So yeah, it's kind of rough because the director asked me to do a map, and they were like, "Hey, do it as big as possible," and he showed me some reference of how big he wants the map to be, and I'm like, "Dude, I don't know if I will be able to do that." So I told him, let's separate the map in little islands so we can load each level separately and like actually help him with performance. And it's I'm kind of scared because this is a big challenge, performance, and I want this to be playable on a low end PC. So yeah, I'm doing my best to optimize this, and the water shaders are very complex. These waterfalls and stuff, it's just like too much. I need to start cutting things out. I'm trying to really go with the World of Warcraft approach. Bigger assets, very nicely placed, so you get a good look of things. So yeah, we got this biome, which is kind of like a jungle environment. And here, we have trees in the river, which I'm gonna cut out. It's just that I moved the spline so they don't get caught for now. So yeah, these waterfalls are super nice, and they should be able to splash, but I haven't put the VFX on the floor for splashing. The color doesn't really match. I'm going to change that. And let me see if I can show you. Here's like a very big tree. I'm gonna like model this trunk and make it like super nice. And I want to use the dash plugin to actually get a lot of vines going and stuff. And right here, we got a little kind of walkable area. This is the vine spline that I made, which really does not resembles a vine. I really wanna get some complexity going, like, and I want to have vines falling from the trees and everything. There are a lot of different solutions for this. There's like this spline plugin that you can buy, and you can achieve crazy things with it. But I want to use Dash to really try to get some stuff going. Let's see if we can actually get this going around this area right here. There's a little kind of, you see, I want people to be able to walk in on top of little hills, and there's like a small kind of village here. It's
Damn, I understand a significant part of the English you speak. I've been studying English for months, and finally.
That's
And damn, I should subscribe to this channel.
I appreciate it. I'm very glad that you're able to understand my English. I've been learning English since I was born, and my dad always sent me to extra English classes. It was very important for my dad for me to learn English, and this is like the starting area. The post-process volumes are kind of acting weird. I need to like really work on the lighting and stuff. Oops. So here we got like some little ruins, and then we got a little forest. I kind of want to like cut this out. Not the forest, but I want to cut this mother tree from the inside, so it's like a little tree house from the inside, and you can go in and walk on a spiral stair, and then have like a little kind of, how do you call those animals, a squirrel, just like giving you a quest or something. So yeah, super interesting. And here we have a little cave. Everything is like on the block out stage yet. It's not really actually finished. Just really trying to get a good feel for the environment, and then we can actually get some cool stuff going. And here, lighting is absolutely dark. Let me see if I can turn off this post-process cave thing. Yeah, exposure values and lighting is kind of difficult to get right.
Well, the cave was nice.
Yeah, thank you. I want to connect the cave with this other mining area. So the cave will go through the mountain into this kind of like mining area, where I want to have like a lot of wooden structures and like machines trying to like get minerals from this area. And this goes into the desert area. I really like desert biomes. I want to make some very interesting desert with canyons here. I want to like very high up canyons. And then what else? Let me look for a translation. And here we got like a pink forest kind of thing. This is more like a magical fantasy kind of forest. And here I got this white kind of rock formations. And the whole idea of this is having like the water coming from up above. Oh, my computer is having a hard time moving around. So here I want to have this water coming from the mountains going down into this puddle, going down in here and going down, and then it goes down to the lowest level, and then goes out to the ocean, and goes out from this side as well to that. So I kind of want to have this river flow making sense. And here we have this other area. Oh,
where are you from? I forgot to translate, haha.
My parents are from Ukraine, but I was born in Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a tiny country in Central America, very tropical area and like with a lot of biodiversity. So we got a lot of plants and animals and stuff like that. Very nice. So I got this other area that I really want to work on. These assets are so nice. They are not exactly the same style, but I'm gonna work them a little bit. I really like these assets. All of these are like free assets that I got from the marketplace. And we are using also the Cinti polygon assets, which I got from my client. And here I want to like later on just come and animate those so they can like spin around and stuff.
I just came back from Tomb Raider 2. I'm shivering in fear.
Tomb Raider, nice. I want to play that game. And here we have this orange forest that I want to add like a magical towers to. Like I want to make like very big towers, like mage towers in here, and then like big bridges that connect this area so you can go up the hill and go into the city. This city is just a template that I copied from the Cinti polygon. So yeah, we got some stuff going on there, but I want to modify it. I just
use rotating taxes for the windmill rotation.
Yeah, it's just a simple blueprint with a rotation thing, and it will just rotate, which is super awesome. And this is my favorite biome, guys. Like this is the biome that is probably the most finished. This is
It's very light with material.
Yeah, that will be super awesome. Yeah, this environment is very light, hopefully. Just the water shader is kind of like heavy. So this is
Why is the broadcast vertical?
Uh,
In addition, Are you going to do the coding using Blueprint?
We have a C++ programmer for this. I know a little bit of blueprints, so I do little things with blueprints, like, but most of it is gonna be C++. The broadcast is vertical because there's a vertical version and a horizontal version. So if you are looking at the vertical but you want to see the menus and everything, I recommend going into the horizontal stream. So you go into my channel and you should be able to see both streams. I'm multi-streaming. I do the vertical one because it's nice to record the vertical for time lapses and stuff like that, so I can do shorts with that content. Also, I get a lot of people interested through the shorts feed. Since Disco it's easier to get discovered through the shorts feed. It's a great strategy that one of my viewers recommended, and it's actually working out very good. Yeah, I got raised. And here, this is like the kind of mushroom kind of town. It's kind of like a swampy area town. Really like this. This character really does not match the style, but we're gonna make it match. But yeah, so far I'm trying to really like get these biomes to a little bit like of this state. This is kind of like the actual level of detail that I'm trying to go for. And then I'm going to start creating my own assets so we can get some original assets into the game, creatures, monsters, and very interesting stuff. So this is like the witch doctor house. Really like this area. So this is the level of detail I'm like trying to go for. Really trying to build something interesting. Even though it's low poly and stuff, I really want to go intricate and give it like a lot of make it really interesting. These phone cables I kind of need to get rid of. Hey, look at this. This looks like a telephone cable or something. Yeah, I want to use the dash
Nice.
plugin. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Handle's really nice.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and then we have a Viking area, and we have some Asian temples as well. I want to have some.
Mushroom Island is very good. Blueprint is making me incredibly difficult. Do you have any advice?
Blueprints. Well, Gorka Games have some amazing tutorials on blueprints. Blueprints are very specific to your project needs. It's kind of hard to find one tutorial that will solve all your problems. You need to really make small tutorials and try to combine the logic from both tutorials, from many tutorials, and you start building your own. So a lot of people say that these tutorials don't really help much, but I believe they help because you start learning little bits of logic, and then you can combine that logic and make your own thing work. Also, if you're starting with blueprints, I recommend using templates. Try to download the free assets from Unreal Engine and try to modify those blueprints so you can get things working. That's how I started, and I took a little course on game development from UNF Games, which is another channel that has a lot of very good stuff. What happened there? Oh, it's just the cloud shadow. So yeah, you can really, that's my advice. Try to find tutorials, Gorka Games, UNF Games, use templates, modify those templates and stuff like that. You should be able to get a little bit more understanding about it, and always try to look for a reference. Don't just start from blank. Don't start creating blueprints from nothing. Try to always find a tutorial, try to find a framework, because you need to always try to find somebody else's like workflow. It's not like I can open up a new blueprint and start creating from that. No, you need to find something that works, and then you modify it, and then you make it work for your specific purpose. because it's kind of hard to just start from scratch and just do whatever you want. You need to have a very high level of understanding. Maybe people like more advanced people are able to do that, but it takes time. It really takes time to understand like all the nodes and how they connect to each other and stuff. And it's a whole world. But it's very fun. Like when you get something working, it feels very nice. It's like, oh wow. So yeah, I think it's time to try. Oh, and we also have this tropical. What happened here? I had more. I think I had more sand around this area. I need to work on that. So here's gonna be like a tropical like beach area, and we have another cave that it's supposed to. Is this a landscape? Oh yeah, this is the landscape. This cave it's supposed to go inside and connect to the other dungeon that we had. Yeah, so it's a very big environment. We have some pirate islands and we got some tropical islands that I need to work because I deleted the landscape for this. And the trees are cooling in a very weird way. Oh my god, yeah, we need to fix this. This is a very old asset pack from Unreal Engine 4.25, and it has some very weird settings. Oof, yeah, I haven't seen that. You see like these trees, they look super nice, but if you go far away, they get exchanged for an imposter tree, which is just two planes, two image planes intersecting, and it really looks like not so nice. But it's I guess you can fix that by making the trees nanite or just going into the LOD settings or the cooling settings, but I don't want to get into those technical aspects right now. I kind of want to do the artistic side for now, which is the most important. So yeah, I got this forest going and I kind of want to do the rest.
How do you set up the imposters?
I don't know much about that topic, to be sincere, and I don't recommend using imposters because they look very bad. It's just an image following the plane of the camera. It's a plane following the camera.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing for you to know here, it's that it's called imposter, like foliage imposter actors, and then cooling, which means that the more far away you get from the camera, things disappear. So those are the terms that you can like Google, and you should be able to get very good tutorials on it. But I myself, I don't know how to deal with that, and it's something that I struggled with a lot. I was doing a cinematic, like very realistic forest cinematic, and I was getting some cooling problems, and I rendered that scene like for 16 hours and I couldn't get it right. It was
I
tough.
think the green nets are too empty. You can add trees on them. In addition, I have to go now. I need to study English. Your English is very good. Please turn on the subtitles for the next broadcast.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I would like to turn subtitles on. That would be very cool. I need to research that for sure. And I appreciate you hanging out. Good luck studying English. Very, very good. Yeah,
Have a good broadcast, buddy.
thank you. And yeah, there's a lot of empty areas that we need to work on. You are totally, totally right. You're totally right. This is still work in progress. For example, look at this forest. It's totally empty. Like, what is this? Somebody just really stole all the trees. And the size of the trees is just very small and boring. This area is a little bit kind of... a little bit... not so nice. Okay, anyways, let's go and check what's going on. Okay, so Yeah, I think that the next step is just trying to fix all the PCG graphs and get done with that, because I'm kind of like, you know, being lazy about it. I kind of want to like just leave it like that, but it doesn't really help the project since we get in all these trees inside the mountains. Look at this, like how much performance can we save if we just cut out all of this? Yeah, it's not really good for the project at all. So that's the first thing, just getting the jungle fixed, getting all the
My
other.
last question, will your game come out on every platform, especially mobile? Because
Uh,
I'm working on a mobile open world.
no, I don't believe this is gonna be a mobile game. Don't really think so. I think it's gonna come out for PC only. And it's not my decision. Like this is not my game. I'm just an environment artist working for for another person. So this is um it's not my decision, but I don't believe it's gonna be a mobile game since we are having problems with performance. This is not going to be mobile friendly for sure. It's going to be a PC only game because releasing games for multiple platforms, it is tough. It is a lot of work, and I don't think we have that. We don't have a team that, let's say, we are just three people, and basically there's one artist and one programmer and one director. So we don't really have the resources to do that. But who knows? Maybe we can get a mobile version somewhere in the future. All right, so yeah, I think I'm gonna have some food, guys, and come back because it's 10:30 and I haven't had breakfast yet. I just wanted to really test some PCG things that I learned yesterday, and I'm
When
going.
and what time is the broadcast on air?
I don't have a like a usual schedule, which is a big problem. I stream usually from 9 a.m. Costa Rica time um, to midday, and then I do a little bit on the afternoon as well. I kind of stream all day long, like I'm waiting for a job, like a office job. I'm waiting for to get an office job, so I'm really trying to take advantage of my free time to work on this project. Because after I get that job, I won't be able to stream that much, unfortunately. And since the channel is getting more attention and stuff, I kind of wanna like push it now that I can. Now that I got a good internet connection and everything, because I've been having issues with my internet. Thankfully, that service is gone, and now I'm able to stream, and I really enjoy streaming. So yeah, the idea is to stream hopefully 8 hours per day and get as much work as possible. And thankfully, I got some very interesting people on my Discord that are actually helping a lot with the technical parts, technical side of things, which I'm very grateful for and stuff. But yeah, my usual schedule from 9 a.m. to midday, Costa Rican time, which is -6 on the GMT, I think. Yeah, I kind of need to publish that, but on my YouTube so people know. But it's kind of nice because I have like a night audience and I have a morning audience, so it's interesting. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. It was very nice talking to you, and have a great one. I will see you